Where are we? What is this place?
The North Pole. Don't you
The
see
North
Santa
Pole?
Claus?
Is Santa
He's right
here?
there. Yeah, totally.
Oh, I knew Santa had horns.
Demons. It had to be demons.
Demons.
Getting into your head. Messing around.
What did he think we did here in the Inquisition?
Yeah.
Was he not aware that mostly what pours out of those green holes in the sky happen to be demons?
You don't sign up for a demon fighting club and then get mad if they're fighting demons.
Yes.
Also, you said demons, dragons, the bigger the better, so...
For
Yeah,
all
that's
you
true,
know,
he
the
did.
demon never stopped. And this is all in your mind.
Oh, for... Now I'm gonna spend the rest of the day thinking about it. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Anyway, with the Templars on board, hopefully we can close that breach.
We all know how you hate
Damn
thinking.
thing gives me a headache just looking at it.
He does realize that it doesn't take up the entire sky, and looking at it is not a requirement for being a part of the Inquisition.
Yeah, you have a tent there. You just go in there and take a nap. Oh, it's black
All
hole.
the things in the world. A demon who wears someone's face. I imagine it makes trusting others risky.
Not more risky than usual.
Risk is what keeps life exciting, don't you think?
Until you lose. It's easy to speak well of trust when yours has never been misplaced.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
What?
Could you imagine pretending to be something you're not? That would be terrible.
All of a sudden, she's like, nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit. Bye. Whatever. Keep guarding those crates, Blackwall. You're doing a bang-up job. Good job. Good job.
Something must be done, immediately.
Nothing will be done.
Commander Cullen said the same thing. It's an outrage.
Banner moment in the Inquisition. Two people who are a member of the leadership of the Inquisition agreed on something.
They agree that nothing will be done. Yeah, that sounds about right.
There are mages here we know are guilty of heinous crimes. You would let that pass?
Yes, as will you. We are not here to coddle the Order. You are an ally. Act like one.
That mommy
How
energy.
are we supposed to?
Deal with it. It never ends, evidently.
You don't need to tell me that.
I just don't know who told them I'm the one to yell at.
I know. I know who the one is.
Who?
Cullen, standing over there every time one of these Templars comes up to talk to the ex-Templar. He's like, no, that away. It's the complaint department. That's the one you want to talk to. Please, that way.
Cullen's like, hey, man, I agree with you, but, you know, hey, talk to her.
Is it that bad? The Templars need to learn they have other uses than hunting mages. It's not easy for them. It is your doing, after all. You created this alliance.
I had to think on my feet, and I did what I could.
Oh. I do sound like I'm blaming you, don't I? I don't disapprove. In fact, you did well. You made a decision when it needed to be made.
This is a failure of the, progressive narrative that's going on, and that they wanted you to feel like your decision had some sort of impact on the NPCs, but then they failed to let that ripple through the rest of the dialogue, because that would have required them to write this line cleverly or something.
Yeah.
And here we are. I wish I could say this was my doing.
We wouldn't be here at all if you hadn't stood up against the Chantry.
You're being kind.
You're discounting your role in this.
Let's close the breach. Then we can say how successful I was.
I gotta be honest, I'm just mostly scared of your eyebrows.
And then we can kiss.
Yeah, we can swap lip gloss.
Cole,
Clearly there's enough of that
whatever
around.
he calls himself, may have helped at Theronfall, but that doesn't mean we should trust him.
I thought we agreed Cole could stay.
I did not agree. I was outvoted.
Can you imagine any reason why Cullen might have voted against letting a spirit stay at Haven?
No.
Any reason whatsoever?
Nope.
They caged us like animals, looked for ways to break us. I'm the only one left.
I suppose my concerns can wait. We must focus on the breach. The Templars are making final preparations. After what happened with the Lord Seeker, they're eager to prove themselves.
After what I went through to get them, they'd better be.
What happened at Theronfall was appalling. To have a demon manipulate your mind, takes a strong person to walk away from that.
Takes a
It's
strong,
good to see you well.
good-looking, admirable person.
That's all
With,
for now.
Cullen, are you
I'm sure
bragging
you have
right
other
now?
matters to attend.
Only works though if anybody actually playing this game knows that you're talking about yourself.
Tell Mother Giselle.
You took in the Templars. You let them stay in strength, even after what they did. Their own people.
yeah,
It's
I did. You were there.
dangerous when too many men in the same armor think they're right.
One might say the same about too many people in the same robes, or too many people who have the potential to be demons. May I remind you that not but one episode ago, you looked at the demon I was about to fight and said,
I used to be like you.
Well, look at you.
I'm not anymore. You shouldn't be either.
And we killed that poor innocent demon.
I mean, they could have changed.
Can you
don't-
blame Can you blame a spider for eating a fly? Demons just do what they're designed to do. Okay.
You should prepare. It's already getting louder.
What's going to be loud?
I don't know, but there are echoes rushing back across us, ripples in a pond from a stone, but backward. But first, you seal it. I hope it hurts less.
Hurts less than what?
I'll help if I can, but I don't always say it right.
Hurts less than this conversation?
You helped me at the Seeker Fortress. Say it however you like.
I helped. It's good to hear. I will try.
I'll talk to you
Why
later.
do you think I let you stay
How do you
here?
know?
If you had... How do you know? It's like having a conversation with a 7-year-old.
So, the Templars joined the Inquisition. Even with Cullen here, I never thought that would happen. Of course, after Kirkwall, I never thought anyone would use red lyrium on purpose either. The Templars should know better than anyone what that shit does to people. Finding more of it really punches a hole in my red lyrium at the temple was a coincidence theory.
I'd like to keep hoping it's a coincidence, if you don't mind. I need to be able to sleep at night.
Honestly, I think I'll give up sleeping for the foreseeable future.
Hey, Evelyn, why don't you ever take Varric with you into a fight? Well, confidentially, he confided in me that he's given up sleeping. And I really feel like having somebody wielding a crossbow standing behind me is a risk I don't want to take when that person has not slept in 2 weeks. I like to keep my ass free from crossbow bolts. Thank you very much, so Varric can just, stay where he is. It's awesome. Great. Thank you. Bye.
I've got people trying to find out where the red stuff came from. I think maybe we should make that a priority. But that's enough doom and gloom. You just won a
my
big
friends are giving
victory
me
for
jobs.
the Inquisition. What are you going to do to celebrate?
Go to
I was
Disneyland.
planning to put my feet up, maybe grab a nap.
Or
You?
that.
Whatever
Right
I
here?
do, it'll be as far from Cassandra as I can get. Things should be calm around here for at least the next hour. Take a moment to enjoy it. If the world's about to end, I'm sure the Seeker will let us know.
And
I hate her so much.
Yeah. By the way, can you tell her that I don't like her? I need you to stress that I don't like her. Okay.
Oh, I
Go
didn't
tell
see
her.
you there. I was just, musing on the fact that I hate Cassandra. Could you
Templars
drop
filling
it
up the
in?
place. Best of the polished helms come to save us. Good partners, I suppose, if they decide to stay and do what they're told. Seem to have a problem with that.
Whatever you think, they're the best hammer for this particular nail.
Well, watch your thumbs, because a Templar might slip, or... You want about anything else?
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
As a rogue who likes to do backflips, I think having somebody around in heavy armor might be something she'd appreciate.
Yeah.
So the Templars will put their powers to use, sealing the breach. Any group corrupted by a demon must be watched carefully. At least they know how to fight.
We can't afford to be picky about our allies.
Point taken. Just remember, an enemy can attack, but only an ally can betray you. Betrayal is always worse. Speaking of which,
Are you warning me?
you should ready yourself.
Or are you speaking from personal
Four.
experience?
This Elder One, you have now interfered with his plans twice. once at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, and now again with the Templars. A being who aspires to godhood is unlikely to ignore such an affront.
As a being who aspires to godhood, I can empathize with that. So let me give you advice.
I have so much experience with individuals who aspire to godhood. Let me inform you about all of their traits.
Sometimes it's hard to be the mentor, you know?
So rough.
It is good that you salvaged as many Templars as you did, my dear. We will need every Templar, but they will require proper management. We also need to increase our lyrium supplies considerably. The Chantry may still have stockpiles we can use.
Cullen will look into it. He must already have a supply line.
He undoubtedly did, but it was established before the Divine Conclave. The situation has changed. The breach has done more than disfigure the sky. The veil itself is broken. All mages, no matter how skilled, are now in danger of drawing demons to them. Before this crisis is over, you may find that Templars, flawed as they may be, are all that stand between us and chaos.
This is different how?
You have a low opinion of your fellow mages.
It's not a matter of opinion, my dear. I have a close relationship with reality.
Reality, ask you on a date and buy you flowers. And
Yeah.
Take you to the movies to see Elf.
Ooh, do you think Reality is the name of the boyfriend that she's banging in order to get access to that chateau she was living in?
Many of our colleagues do not. Magic is dangerous, just as fire is dangerous. Anyone who forgets this truth gets burned.
You're right,
Well,
but Templars are a poor solution.
They are men, and all men are flawed. That some fail does not mean that none should try. The fact remains that there is no cure for an abomination except death.
I don't know. Have you tried?
Someone must strike.
Have you tried
killing
Neosporin?
Who shall lower the blade if not a Templar? Tell me something. You said once that you wanted to change things. What future would you build for mages?
Oh, get ready.
Mages should be treated like anybody else.
You are not the first to forget that the walls of our towers kept the wolves out as much as they kept us in.
Our towers.
Uh-huh. She didn't
the
live
circle,
in one of those.
the circle tower, right?
Mhm.
If I recall correctly, the place that I met her was not a circle.
Well, she didn't have to live there, but all the other ones did.
We hate the Templars when they stand over us in judgment. But we thank them with all our hearts when they keep the mob at bay.
That mob of dirty, unwashed mages who aren't me. That's who they need to be keeping at bay. Templar's correct location is standing between me, their rightful ruler, and all the other mages who I can't be bothered to associate with, who should be corralled in circles away from me while I live whatever kind of life I prefer separate from them.
It's something to consider, my dear.
No. Incorrect. I like how everybody in here is eavesdropping.
The Inquisition appreciates your assistance in this matter.
Mother Giselle's like, if
And
I
my
think
miners
it's awkward if I turn
appreciate your
around? Like, do I pretend
You'll
I can't
have your
hear
lyrium
them?
by the end of the week. I should tell you, Ambassador, the Chantry raised some fuss when they learned about our arrangement. The Inquisition must certainly seem an audacious idea to the Grand Clerics. We hope to convince them it is a necessary one as well.
Oh, is this my contact in the lyrium trade?
Yeah, another.
I'll take my leave. Good day.
You can see Josephine's colorful doodles, Inquisition-style doodles on her.
Yeah.
She's been, like, you know, drawing the Inquisition
She
logo.
seems like the kind of girl who'd have a Lisa Frank folder.
All the color gel pens.
Yeah.
She's got 15 shades of pink mixed in with all the other
Glitter
colors.
pens.
And, like, the world's largest, like, zipper pouch for, like, pens.
Who is she, Ambassador?
A merchant. I thought we should reach out to the dwarves to secure lyrium for the Inquisition's Templars.
You thought?
According to Lady Corpin, it raised the ire of the Chantry.
Apparently Cassandra's not the only one trying to gaslight me.
Access to lyrium makes us rather more formidable than anticipated. We are becoming a challenge. Sadly, the remaining Grand Clerics appear to be consolidating the Chantry's power instead of comforting the masses.
Like with frequent massages?
The
or?
Chantry couldn't solve its own problems when it had a divine.
Yet many people continue to bear it great love. We will not benefit from its decline. Little but the
Silent
Chantry
door.
ties Orlain, Nevara, Ferelden, Antiva,
Somebody finally
and
oiled
even
that shit.
Privain to a common cause.
Has the Chantry truly promoted such peace?
Thank you for
Andraste's
listing all the
chant is
countries and
familiar
betas
across
for me.
kingdoms, a source of many shared customs.
Yeah, sharing customs is what brings people together.
That's chapter 1 of my How to Be an Ambassador textbook. Okay, we learned that first day of ambassador school. Common ground.
That is the crucial point. Common ground is the start of all negotiations.
That's Smith's rule number 1.
Are you sure? Families often fight the hardest.
Having grown up among 4 siblings, I concede your point. I found, however, that the only time 2 parties cannot negotiate is when they cease to speak. We must learn to think beyond our own wants, to secure peace in Thedas.
No, we need to make other people look beyond their
The
wants.
Inquisition will have plenty of time for that between finding the Divine's murderer and sealing the breach.
That's what I'm paying you for.
Busy as we are, I do have a question for you, if you've a moment. The remaining Grand Clerics sent a missive inquiring about the events at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. They demand to know whether the Inquisition officially claims that Andraste saved you from the breach. If it were up to you, how would you reply?
Say, yep. Oh.
Will my answer change your reply to the Chantry?
If Leliana, Cassandra, Cullen, and I could agree on our official stance, I could answer that. We should decide soon. The revered mothers don't seem to know what to make of it.
Nice to know you 3 are colluding to lie about me.
I'd tell the Chantry I was saved by circumstance, not divine intervention.
Yet as rumors your Andraste's herald grow, the Grand Clerics may not believe such a humble reply.
Alright, try this one on for size. I saved my own ass.
I was so distraught over the Divine's death that just by sheer will, I entered the Fade, and I slayed 1,001 demons to try to find her, but I couldn't.
Yeah. Let's see if they approve of the humble reply now.
A difficult situation, and I thank you for your answer. A good day to you.
Is that a get out of my office that you just... Good day to you. I said good day, sir.
I like how she's like, oh, a difficult situation. For you to lie about me? I'm sorry you're going through
Yes,
that?
she's an ambassador. She's not prone to lying. Okay, who stabbed the
Cassandra
map?
spoken to you about my new
Nice.
recruits?
100%.
They are not your recruits,
This is
Commander.
the only map we have.
They're ours.
Oh my god, can I please fire
The elite of the
They're
Templars
mine,
are ready,
Colin.
Herald. Be certain you
I
are
take whatever I
prepared for the
want to.
assault on the breach. We cannot know how you will be affected.
Ooh, that's code for a point of no return.
Yeah. If you have any side quests you wish to complete at this time, I suggest you do it. Sell all the miscellaneous items in your inventory.
It's actually a really good, like, you know, sometimes they just do a pop-up. Are you sure you don't
Yeah.
want to go finish your, like, at least they gave it this dialogue.
Yeah, a lot of games do pop-ups.
Yeah. Cassandra's like, I don't trust you yet. Resting bitch
Give her a
face.
kiss. Kiss.
Templars! Focus past the Herald. Let her will draw from you.
Why is the mage here bossing the
This
Templars
is-
around?
Solus should be wearing the Janet Jackson armor here. That would distract from the gravity of this moment.
Yeah, his armor does look normal,
Yeah,
doesn't
he
it?
looks like he should be there.
He looks warm and well guarded.
Wait. Okay, that sound is not what what sword stabbing into stone
Yeah, it
sounds
should
like.
have been like a screeching, clicking kind of. Metal and rock does not sound like that.
Yeah. If stabbing stone works, then people would just run up to castle walls and stab them until they, carve a hole out of it.
Maybe they just managed to all like aim for a chink in the stone.
Is she okay?
She's a demon. Oh no, never mind.
None of your other companions
You
could be
did it.
bothered to show up here.
They weren't invited. All right, good job. We're done.
Hey, the game's over.
That's the end of it.
Why
We
are the
closed-
credits telling us about a Herlock Alpha?
Well, we got to do like the closing party, right? Like we
the
won, so now
cinematic.
we got to go like have a little get together.
We're gonna have a movie night. Is it a movie night?
Yeah.
With some Krogans.
Yeah, it seems weird that you couldn't romance anybody, but clearly that's the way that they go with these games.
Short game.
You know, now on par with Andromeda.